Hi, everybody. Welcome to Hooking and Stitching Island Style. I'm Antoinette, your hostess. Yes, I see you down there. Just give me a moment to go through my admin. And if you're watching the replay, thank you for coming. I want to welcome all returning Fiber family members, new Fiber family members. First time here, you want to join, click the subscribe below, the bell, all, and hopefully you get notified. I do have one person waiting in the basement. I'm just getting through all this admin work, and we will get started. I'm going to be an hour today only because we're picking the new puppy up tomorrow. We've got to leave at the crack of dawn. It's going to be about a 5 or 6 hour round trip, and I have to work the next day. So I wanted to come on with everybody. So hold on one moment. I see somebody down here. All right, everybody. Yes, they're dressed.
How cheeky is that? Yeah, they're dressed. Cheers, Auntie.
Oh my word. Good morning, Miss Lisa Ladybird. Welcome, little sis. Welcome there, Dean.
Uh-oh. No, there's a butterfly in here.
Welcome, Perp.
Oh, I'll wait till it comes back in. It's gone into the window. Oh.
You've been getting a lot of unwanted visitors lately. Welcome in, Dragon Cat. But no, I went this morning and got the kennel and cleaned a smaller kennel out until she gets a little bigger. Then I got to go buy her the extra large kennel like we have for Gracie. So my end tables will consist of 2 dog kennels. I say, it's been a busy weekend, days off. It's been busy. Barb and I managed to drag 3 5-gallon welcome in Ambita buckets full of cement and 2 and 5-inch poles for our DIY pool cover thing we made. We've got to attach the cover to the 32-foot pole and then roll it up. So we kind of
dancing. No. Okay.
No pole dancing.
Can't blame the girl for trying.
But we got that done, and I mean, I got a lot done. I've been busy, and we got 2 ferries back on. We've been dealing with one ferry for 3 or 4 days. The ferry that went for refit and come back has been out of commission and is still out of commission. Welcome in, Karen. Welcome in. Got the other one up and running. So, now we won't have to listen to all the unpleasant comments on Facebook, which is not the place to be putting that stuff. You live on an island, you deal with it. Plain and simple, you deal with it. And I deal with it. Hey, I got my butt up out of bed at the crack of dawn and caught the early ferry to the mainland, went and got what I needed and came back and had no problem. So, just a side note on the Podiversary, we had another donation come in from Lorraine from Chatelaine Makes. She is going to be offering a 20% off code from the 20th of August until the end of August for everybody. That's just not a prize. That's just to be able to use in her store. And she's also going to be doing a mystery box of yarn international. So there are some really nice donations that have been made, which I'll go over again in another. Welcome in, Suzanne, in another video, just updating because I'm working on my finalization of the quiz questions. They're going to be 5 questions to each quiz that you'll be able to get points on. And I'll have to have another think tank meeting with my 2 assistants, Miss Lisa Ladybird Loves and Miss Darlene Little Sis, and finalize everything. I have a load of laundry and I got to hang out in the line shortly. It's just towels. That's
Weirdly, I've literally just put my towels on the washing line.
Oh, really? I did all my laundry yesterday and got it on the line, but then I gathered up all my towels. Because I love a towel coming in off the line and that little bit of rough when you're drying your back. It's like, oh, it's heaven. It's heaven. And I wore a sweater Saturday night. Probably a month ago, I had it out in the line and it still had that outdoor scent. You just can't beat it. Mother Nature can't beat it.
Well, some of us have no choice but Mother Nature. And to be fair, as it's free, use it.
I prefer it. One, it saves electricity. It saves wear and tear on the clothes. And where I live, the salt water and stuff in the salt air just gives it. And the sheets, when you take the sheets off the line and put them on the bed, sleep like $1 million. We don't have all that pollution that they have in the big cities, so it's just fresh salt air. Healthy.
Lovely.
Pardon me. Got a little swimming in yesterday with Gracie. She loves the water. Loves the water. Kiva will be in the pool pretty quick. We're going to get her in the pool too. And of course, I'll bring her on for everybody to meet her. Meet little Miss Kiva. She has quite the personality, apparently. Apparently, she's quite the little diva. When Jamie calls her name, she stops and poses for her, like her big, I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. She's quite a ham. We're supposed to get rain tomorrow. We're under a weather warning for this week for some heavy rain, which, of course, I'm working. Welcome in, Kim J. Welcome in, dear. And little sister Arlene and Dean have lots of goings on at their house, big construction projects and everything. So, everybody's never apologize to somebody for life. Never apologize to anybody for family. Family, your life comes first before anything. Welcome in, Frenchie, aka Nancy. It's just the way things are. Life happens. I hear people continually apologizing for their health and that because they didn't upload. Now I don't do it. There's no need to. Anybody on your channel or in your life, if they expect an apology or you to make apologies for being human and having a family and having a real life, well, then they're not worth your time. Sorry. That's just my 2 cents. But audio, okay? I'm on. What do we call it? That mic. The lavalier mic. I use that when I do videos. My Yeti does a good job for my videos. I'm just getting some coffee. So what has everybody been working on? What's everybody been doing? I've been trying to clear up some backlog. But I do want to show you something. Hold on 1 minute here. Just got to walk over here and get it. Make sure my dress is done because I got up last night and my dress was tucked in my butt. Okay. I've been winding up my yarn from the elf coat. It's about 80% deconstructed, so I'm caking it up. I finished Lisa's Sunflare scrunchie pattern. Now, this is my take on it. Again, your first time you do something, you always learn something. 1, I will use smaller yarn and a smaller hook next time. Okay, but I think it's pretty out of the box. I just grabbed a ball of scrap yarn I have out of my container here. It was the neon orange from my Pick a Mix cow. I had none of the yellow or pink left, so I had to use the orange. And I actually went with beads. Somebody got me hooked on beads. And this is the finished scrunchie. That gives you a relative idea of the size. It is a very well written pattern. It's not expensive. Great, quick. I'll be making more of these. One for gifts, gift-aways, and just for myself. I
tell you what, with that one that you've got being so ruffly, that would be great as a bun cover rather than a ponytail.
That's what I'm going to use it for, because I take my hair and I wrap it like this, and I stick a scrunchie on top of my bun. This would be almost like my crown. But and the beads, and I just went with peach and blue beads, and I skipped every other final round, every chain 6, and yeah, but I use very hefty
Me too. Got to use a thick one because the thin ones break so quickly.
Exactly. And if anybody does craft shows, these are a big seller because everybody uses scrunchies because they're easier on your hair. Yeah, I'm on my third one, Perp. I'm on my third one. Just not telling her what they are. I just got to get that third one finished, the fourth one done, blocked, and shipped.
Well, I know one of them.
Huh?
I know one of them.
Yeah, I think you do. But so go get the pattern. It's not expensive. Seriously, support fellow content creator, and they go quick. I used an Aran weight yarn at number 4 with a 5.5 hook. I'm going to go down to a DK and a 4mm and try that and see how that works. And again, it's all just trial and error how you do it. But go check it out.
I mean, obviously, it's still going to be very, very ruffly. The thing is with me and scrunchies, I like ruffle because I've got hardly any hair. I like ruffle. I like a statement piece. So I don't like the simple things. So it's all, if you have,
yeah, my granddaughter's a dancer. And to make a couple, and she's starting toe this year. She's doing toe in ballet. And their hair is always up in a bun. And to make a pretty delicate with all the ruffle for her bun would be nice for her dance.
Frenchie, really, you want a 0.75 hook and a size 6 bead.
These are bigger. These are just from the dollar store. Okay. These are just from the dollar store. And they're plastic. They're not glass. I'm just trying to use up my beads I have. And I just used I didn't even have the 0.75 is what I'm using on Solar Flare for my beads. But this was just some fun beading. It's not glass. They're just dollar store beads. But they worked up. I mean, I didn't think it'd do too bad. Lisa's, oh, remember I told you ran out of yarn? There was that. That was how much, Lisa? It was actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 of the shells. Is all the short, all the shorter. Welcome in, Samantha. All the shorter I wasn't, but you really can't see it because of the ruffles. See, you really can't see it.
See, it's got its bonuses. It might be a heck of a lot of ruffles, but it has its bonuses.
Well, but you know what though? I mean, because I worked with the this pattern is Miss Lisa at Ladybird Loves very first pattern release, and she's working on another one right now for a baby bin.
No, we're not. We're ready to put that one in the bin. I'm so peeved with it. I can't remember how I made it. It's sending me doolally.
Always do notes. It only took me 2 years. Only took me 2 years to find Island Hugs pattern. Only took 2 years. Couldn't figure out what I did. That's her, but that's where it's at. You can get her Etsy shop. Lisa, you want to drop your link for your Etsy shop? She'll drop the link in the comments. Plus, usually, in a lot of my videos lately, I've had Lisa's Etsy link because Lisa has sponsored prizes for the Podiversary. So usually you'll find her link in my description box. Again, let's support our fellow content creators and small businesses, which I try to do. Lots of donations coming in, which is really a big thing. And now the big thing comes, I have to decide what's going on the wheel. And you say, wheel? What wheel? We're having a wheel at the Podiversary. It's the first time I'm ever doing something like this. And it is going to be for PayPal or Ko-Fi donations. $10 Canadian. Your name gets up on the wheel, and you'll have a chance to win some really nice prizes. There'll be only one winner on that wheel. And the money that's on that wheel, if I reach $100, it's going to be help with the shipping for the Podiversary. Okay. Like I said, it's the first time I've ever done it. And I saw the shipping. People had sent stuff to me for the wheel that I won. And it just, Oh,
And they're still coming. They're still coming. I've had a couple of people turn around and say, I've posted today, and I'm like, I'm not telling her. I'm just gonna let it be a surprise.
No,
when it
it's
turns
fun.
up.
I like mysteries. I like surprises. It's been a difficult week. A few people know what had happened, and my son called me. Started my day work last week. My son called me early, crack of dawn in the morning, to give me a heads up, so I didn't find out on Facebook. People posting things on Facebook. My daughter-in-law's mother passed away, but my 15-year-old granddaughter found her.
Oh, heck.
And she's a year younger, 2 years younger than I am. And the thing was, the day before, she was complaining of not feeling good, being nauseous. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Women, if you're feeling nauseous, you're not feeling good, okay? You feel like you got the flu, go to the doctors, go to the hospital, because that is a sign of cardiac in women. Women have different cardiac signs than a man does. Barbara didn't. She didn't want to go to the hospital through the night. She passed away of a heart attack. And my granddaughter found her in the morning. My daughter-in-law is a mess. And my son said that she's doing pretty good, considering. I said to please get her into some counseling so she can learn to deal with it, process this whole thing, because that's very traumatic for a 15-year-old
in the
child.
bud before it's too late and starts manifesting.
Well, my grandson, when his dad died, my son and my daughter-in-law found him, and my grandson was 7.5 years old. And it wasn't until just a few years ago that he was able to process it. And he's still trying to process it. He'll be 16. He's going to have, oh my God, he's going to be 16. My little boy's going to be 16. But so this is like a PSA, women, and it doesn't matter your age, because it can happen at any age. I've known women in their 20s. It just happens. If you're not feeling well, you can be as healthy as can be, but you could have an underlying condition that was congenital that you never knew about. You're not feeling good. You feel nauseous, headache, kind of run down, feel like you got the flu. All it's going to be is a trip to the ER or the clinic for them to rule out cardiac. Okay, so please, self-care is so important. Self-awareness, as Lisa did the PSA on breast exams last year. Or was that 2 years ago? Might have been last year you did that.
Last year for the males and the females.
Yes, and it's because it's a preemptive strike. Yes, we all try to be healthy in that, but there's perfectly healthy people drop dead every day. You never know when your time's here. But in the meantime, if you're experiencing symptoms, go get them checked out, please. I don't want somebody else's granddaughter or child.
The longer you leave it, the worse things could be. It's much better to go, oh, it was only blah, 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 than, oh, shiz, it's blah. Doctors are there literally to help. They're not there to judge or to say, sod off, it's only whatever. Better to be safe than sorry, because
exactly.
when you're sorry, you ain't going to be sorry. Yeah. It's too late.
No, Perp was 42 and she had a heart attack. My dad was 34 and had a myocardial infarction, an MI, a severe heart attack. 34 years old. Okay. So thank you, Kim. It's just really important. Again, losing Warren the way I did. I'm not going to lie to you. There isn't a day that goes by lately that I'm thinking, what if we would have done this? What if we would have done that? Could we have seen this? I mean, I'm second guessing every decision we ever made in the past year. I'm driving myself crazy. Yes.
You're beating yourself up.
But you start, so in the process, it's making me more aware to get myself healthy. Now, mind you, I am healthy. As the doctor says, you're healthy as a horse. My blood pressure's back down to normal. I'm not overweight. I'm old, but oh, by the way, check it out. Zara, if you're watching the replay, these were sent to me from her home country. I just went to one of your countrymen. Fellow countrymen sent these, but they said that they were from India, and I know that's where my little Zara's from. So I just want to show her that I have a little bit of India in my ears. Okay.
That could be taken so many ways.
I know. Look, you all know that I can be a real ditz. Seriously, can be a ditz. But I am a little lightheaded. Got up too fast. See? Sudden drop in blood pressure. Vasovagal syncope, a big fancy long word for lightheaded.
Postural drop.
Yeah, mine does that quite often. But that's all I've been doing. I finished this. I finished my, oh yeah. It's not blocked. But I finished it.
It's not that kind of channel. It's never that kind of channel. It really disappoints me. It's never that kind of channel, darling.
Welcome in, Brenda. Welcome in.
Hi, Brenda.
But I finished my Astralis square. It ends aren't weaved in yet because I haven't blocked. And I have an idea with this size block, Lisa. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to make another one. And I'm going to make a bag.
Very nice. Very nice.
Now, again, going to use a thinner, lighter weight yarn, smaller hook, and try and do this pattern. It's a very nice pattern. It's frustrating. I will tell you that. It can be frustrating.
Great. Look forward to it.
Well, no, but the thing is, she has a tutorial to go with this.
Oh.
Now it's a good tutorial, but she's very fast.
Oh, so just need to put just slow the video down.
Yeah, but it's because I have another pattern for a full size wall mandala of this, and I have it someplace. I don't know if I sent it to you, Lisa, or not, but it was in purple, and it looks something like this. But this will be. It has texture. It's got some texture, and I mean it's got it. And I had posted this in the link to this in my last video. It is a paid for pattern, and as you can see, I had yarn barf, so I've got a.
Oh boy.
Well, it was a Karen 1 pound, so I ended up caking the balls up because I had all this. So I've got to untangle that. But it's all basically I've been working on and trying to kind of clear up some of the stuff that's just been sitting in a basket, like winding the cakes from the elf coat, winding this back up into cakes. And I still have a little detangle on it. I had a couple projects that I frogged. The petal dress and of course, all the yarns I used, Shawl of the Ball, King Cole Riot, all were those fuzzy yarns that hung up on themselves that when you're frogging, especially if you've washed and blocked it, it really blooms. To get this yarn all recaked up. Some of the things I frogged, I'm caking up the yarn and it will be put into a bag, and it may be going in because I'm going to give I'm passing on some yarn love to people because I have a lot of yarn. What I'm trying to find is something that I am going to be giving away to somebody but it's somebody that likes to work with lightweight chalk yarn. I don't know what I did with it. Son of a gun. I have a whole, yes, I do know what I did with it.
Make your mind up.
This whole bag is all sock yarn. This whole thing is sock yarn. So I'm going to be giving this to somebody thank you, Brenda, that likes to work with sock yarn.
I've got one person immediately in my noggin.
Message me. I'm putting together my mystery box that I'm I'm sponsoring for the Pottervery. That's one of the gifts I'm sponsoring is a box of yarn, and it's going to be a variety box. There may be some wool in it. Okay, that's taken care of. So we know who that's going to. And I agree. It's a good, yeah. But that's what I'm going to be doing is putting together some cake yarn, maybe some hanks. I don't know, but I'm putting together a nice box of yarn for my Potterversary for a gift. But we've got some nice. I think it's going to be a hoot. I think it's going to be a good time. Lisa's in charge of the game.
Quickly. I was only thinking about it last night that, oh my gosh, I've got to be awake, I've got to be prepared, and we're going through it all again.
Yes. Perp, I love making socks. I have 4 pair on the thing. You guys have seen my stash. You have seen the amount of yarn I have, sock yarn. Am I going through my stash using? Yes, I'm using it. I just gave 6 hanks to Barb to make a baby blanket with, because I got a crap ton of what's toy box? Yeah, toy box yarn. It's number 5 from Premier. Very soft, very nice for making baby blankets. You know, so I mean, no, I'm using up the yarn, and I'm finishing up my projects that I've got, whips, so I can start some new. This is what I want to do. FYI, solar flare is progressing. I got stuck yesterday on round 69 because there was a special note in the pattern about that round that I had double yarn overs in the previous round, and I lost a stitch on my stitch count, 370 stitches, but it would be made up in the next round because you're going to knit the 2 double yarn overs together. You want to talk about frustrating to get those double yarn overs? It was a very fiddly thing, but I'm now on round 73, and she has increased quite well. So you can see the color transition now, and now we're getting into more orange. Working with these 4 threads is challenging, but now we're getting into more orange.
Auntie.
Yes.
Your sister's pulling faces at me.
Oh, she's making faces? What are you doing?
She's making faces at me, and I don't know what I did or didn't do. Who knows?
Is it something that I did, I said, or I'm doing? But no, Perp, I do love making socks. I'm actually going to be making more socks. I've been way too. It starts at 10 a.m. Atlantic time, Frenchie. And we're figuring on 4 hours. It starts in the morning. It starts at 10 a.m. And I'm going to have it at an actual schedule. An actual schedule for it. I'm putting the itinerary for the travel through the Potterversary. Extravaganza.
Yeah, the thing is, she says
okay.
4 hours now. You wait; it'll go way longer. It doesn't matter how much you schedule and try and keep on point. And okay, now we've got to move on to the next bit. But you've always got people that are lagging, or we're waiting on answers, or could be anything.
Well, that's one of the reasons I've been writing. I've got to type them up. I have been writing questions. Now, they'll be typed up. I did do a factoid video. Yes, that would be 9 Eastern time, Kim. I did do a factoid video, but that's it. You guys got to go watch. The answers to my questions are in my tag videos. The questions I'm going to ask you are in my tag videos, and I made a list of tag videos for you. But I'm not just going to hand you the answers. I'll make you work for it. Okay. This is going to show me, again, that's why I did as Lisa did. I'm doing a subscribe. Oh, thank you for coming, Brenda. Thank you, my dear. You have a wonderful day. Hugs to you too. Karen wrote notes down this time. Because it tells me who actually watches who actually listens to what I had to say, or who wants to get to know who. And I try to get you to know who I am, besides some crazy off the wall nut job. Now, there's questions about me, the channel, where I live, which you all know I share where I live because I love where I live. I mean, my name says it, island style. And there's just little things like, if you pay attention through the video, I'm not asking you to go watch, because I have over 400 videos. I'm very proud of that. I averaged 100 videos a year, which is 2 a week, which is pretty good. There's sometimes I didn't upload for a month. I'm trying to get more consistent. The idea is to see how people get to know me and actually pay attention to the channel. A lot of people will start watching a replay, and here's what they do. Fast forward. If I'm watching somebody's video, I'm going to respect them enough to and let it play. Let it play while I'm doing dishes or cooking or folding clothes or laying in bed trying to go to sleep. I can't tell you how many content creators play. I go to their channel, find a playlist, play all, and I let it play. Then the next morning I get up, I clear my watch history, because that gives them watch hours. You got to, if you want to help me out, watch my playlist. I'm not saying watch it, just let it play. Listen, but you have to go into your
history first, then let it play.
Yeah, clear your history, your watch history, and then just let it play. I go to sleep to it. I've gone to sleep to Arnie and Carlos and their banter, or some of the, and I've gone, Lisa, some of her crazy playlists I listen to, because all of a sudden I'll hear this real loud Mahusov.
That would be me and Deborah. Yep. With her mahoosive cat. Oh, bless him.
Yeah. So that's just a suggestion I can give on
but you
it.
Don't need volume. So if you really don't want to listen to it, but you want to help the person, you can mute.
Yep.
You can. But you do not need volume to get the person.
Make sure you clear your watch history, or it doesn't count. You've got to clear your watch history, or don't count. I was at almost 2,000 hours. I need 3. Actually, I need 4, but I need at least 3. And bing, 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 bing. If somebody, because people say, I'm watching your playlist. If you don't clear your watch history, it doesn't count. It really doesn't. And you want to know something? You want to know something sick and twisted and mental? I will clear my watch history and put my own playlist on and let it play under my other YouTube channel, my other email. Because when I subscribe to somebody, I use both my YouTube accounts. Because I have one that before I started my channel, Hooking and Stitching, I had one that was under Mrs. Calder. So I can give them 2. At least I can give them 2 subscribers, and I can get 2.
I have to say, it made me giggle this morning. I got a sale through eBay this morning, and thankfully it was something really easy, so I could get it packaged before I headed out. And the name was Calder.
Really?
In the UK.
Well, I have kin in the UK and Scotland. We have kin. We have family.
Come and say hello.
Well, Beanie.
Come in.
Show us the beanie butt. Come on
then. Treats us. I'll go and get a treat.
Okay, you go get a treat. But this is the thing. You know, like I said, I wanted to come on today. Let's do a quick catch up, chat around a little bit. My 5 days off seem to go so fast because there seems to be so much to accomplish. Because the 5 days that I'm on, it's like I have no life. I get up, go to work, come home, shower, bed. Don't get old. It's hard. And I found out I'm going to be on this boat at least until November. So I'm going to be on this schedule until November. God, am I going to survive it? And today I'm actually going to get a little bit. It's actually nice enough today we'll be able to get in the pool for a little bit. We were in a little bit yesterday, but the water got a little cold. So we put the solar cover on to warm it up for today. But we're going to go on in the pool for a little bit, take Gracie, because we have to get in the pool to attach the cover to the pole we made. Hi, Miss Beanie.
Thank you. What is it? What is it?
That's like Gracie, right in my face if I get her a treat. She had some duck.
Ow.
She gets venison and chicken.
Ow, it's clauses.
Lisa, she needs her fix. She needs her fix. She's an addict. She's an addict. Look at it.
Don't take it all, you greedy oik. That stinks. Ugh.
I know. Can you imagine? Well, consider where they put their face and what they lick.
Is it nice? Last bit. Good girl. All good? Can I have my arm back without the claws on it? Thank you.
Wear your Mickey gloves.
Chin off, scratch me, little bugger. There we go. She's alive. Anybody concerned? She's alive. Oh dear.
But no, so because somebody said only going to do an hour. Yes, I'm only doing an hour chase. So I will tell you at 25 after 11, I will be winding it up. I have to. If I get things get done. There will be more lives. Don't get me wrong. But I've got to be up at the crack of dawn tomorrow to drive all the way to Moncton. Well, near Moncton, Riverview, to get Gracie. It's going to be a long day for both Gracie and Kiva. Then we got to stop at Costco to pick up puppy food, dog food for Gracie, because they go through 50. Was it 50 kilos? I think it was 50 kilos. Last bag I bought. It was a big bag.
How long does that last?
I got about 6 weeks out of it. About 6 weeks.
That's pretty good for a big dog. That's pretty good.
Okay, Karen, no problem, dear. Like I said, we'll be here till 25 after 11. I'm going to be wrapping it up. But I lost my train of thought. Oh, that happens so much lately. And I'm working on trying to put. And Lisa gave me a good suggestion.
I did.
Yeah. Well, what I'm doing is I have a couple of these baskets, and I'm going to be putting everything in, whether they're in little bags like this, and having a divider, quiz 1, bingo, treasure hunt. So everything's in order, so we keep it flowing. This is also going to be going. That's another one in the gift away.
Right.
I mean, for the prizes. There will be patterns. I bought some doubles of patterns.
And I won't be taking part, so you're in with a chance this year.
She's my admin. But so there, there's I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna try to do my darndest to have everything organized, because normally I'm a very obsessive compulsive person when it comes to order. Ask my late husband. I used to make him crazy. He'd come home from work and he'd walk through the kitchen door and pots and pans are all over the kitchen. The cupboards are all open and empty. And he goes, what are you doing? I says, I'm cleaning and reorganizing the kitchen. And that just didn't happen once. That happened every couple months. And then he'd say, I can't find a bleeping thing. It's just, I'm better than I used to be. I used to be really bad, but I'm a lot better than I was. Therapy does help. 22 years of therapy. But this is the channel I keep telling you guys about. Vintage crochet. Okay, Karina. She has an Etsy shop. It's called New Again Crochet. Welcome in, welcome in. She came up with this new pattern. She's doing a series on crocheting on the Titanic. This is done with a mohair or a lace weight.
Oh, I like it.
And again, she always has, it's from 1908. She has the pattern. She has a thing where she does, what's it called? She digitally restores these patterns and enhances them. Okay. I love her channel. I do. The patterns, I've got 3 or 4 that are on the go right now. Just waiting to be, some are started, some are just waiting. But she's keeping alive vintage patterns. And she how do I put it? She gives all the explanations for the, that 185 or 200 years ago, these patterns weren't wrote like what we're used to seeing. They didn't have all the stuff that we had available. Like it'll say bone hook, large bone hook. What was a bone hook, large hook? To us, a large hook would be like a P or, or a M or N. So she breaks it down, and she's really a wealth of information, and it's enjoyable, and she does a good job on her tutorials. But she has a series called Mystery Pattern, and they literally are a mystery. Her son helps her. They hide all the, if there's a picture, titles, everything, and all you have is this pattern. That's it. And there's been patterns she couldn't do. They were undoable because the directions were so vague. She couldn't even figure out a way to make it work. And it's like, okay, done with that. But it's fun to watch. And her tutorial, she does a good tutorial. But this series on the Titanic is pretty interesting because I'm doing my the Venetian 1990s Venetian bag. So it's a lot of fun. So as you know, I have certain channels or designers I like. We all know who my #1 knitting designer is that I like, that I'm doing, and that's Lindsay. I have my mosaic for Courtney, and I like for vintage stitch tutorials. I go to Lisa. She has some good stitch tutorials, or I'll go to Crystal. There's a few channels that I watch, but I'm able to understand their teaching method, the way they show it. Not too fast, plain simple words, not too much verbiage, and it's easy to understand. I'm by no means stupid.
I think that's one thing that you know Jane
from Scraptastic Yarns.
No. Loud Portuguese lady in America. I'm sure you must have seen her on one of my games.
I've probably seen her.
But she told me, she said one thing that she really likes about my tutorials is that I don't spend half an hour explaining and saying this, that, and the other. I just get on with it. It's done. So yeah. I've kind of got that in the back of my mind all the time. Don't rabbit on. Do the stitch. If there's a bit where you're doing the stitch slowly and you need to fill some dead space, put your chopsing in there. So I try and keep that in mind.
Well, some of my tutorials are long, but I may be doing a series of stitches. My stitch tutorials are short. I think 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But I have some that are 30, 40 minutes, but those are when I did a block. I haven't done it. I haven't done a tutorial for a while because it takes time. And at least I'll tell you. I mean, anybody in this panel that has done a stitch tutorial, it takes time. And then when I started adding, like if I was doing a block and I'm literally putting the text inserting it into each, stitch I'm doing, that takes a lot of time. Then you have to edit it, clip it, splice it, clip it, take out and I leave my mistakes in.
As short as possible, because otherwise people won't watch it. People are looking for, like, if there's 20 different versions of how to do a stitch, they're going to try and look for the shortest one first. So you've got to capture, but it is so flipping difficult. There are so many Tuesdays where I sit there and go, oh, I've got to do a tutorial. Oh, heck. Because one tutorial, it might be 8 minutes on the screen. It takes me about 7 hours. It's ridiculous.
By the time you edit and everything, yeah. Mine's not too bad because I do not edit out my mistakes. I leave them in. But we go back and we say, oh, here's a mistake. This is how we're going to fix it. Drop a stitch in knitting or miss a stitch in crocheting. It shows the people that I'm human.
We're human. Yeah, the amount of times where I'll go, well, I've buggered that up. Let's try that one again then. Or, whatever. Yeah, because we all make mistakes, all of us. There's no such thing as completely professional or you're an expert. No, because we're all learning. All of us, all of the time.
Heck no, I told who was it? Lindsay. I messaged yesterday in a panic. I'm panicking. Message. I get pictures, arrows. What am I doing wrong? I can't get it. You did fine, French. You did fine, dear. And I sent it to her, and then I said, oh, I figured it out. I don't know if any of y'all have it. I overthink the pattern. I did it with Lisa's. I overthought it.
She even made you think, hang on a second. What do I mean with that? I'm sure it's obvious. But yeah, she did that to me on a scrunchie as well.
But you overthink a pattern. And that's just I have a very analytical mind. And that's just, and I'm not going to apologize for that. That was a gift. Okay. God gave me intelligence, forgot the common sense. Because to be thankful for the gifts we have. But I overthought the pattern and then I figured it out. It may take me longer to do it, but I figured it out.
Tell me how to figure this out.
Actually, Lisa, I was looking at that, trying to think. I was looking at how you attach that. I was looking at it.
It's not even attached. I crocheted it on here. Like
I know, but
it was.
I'm wondering if you picked and did a slip stitch, almost like a slip stitch.
There's no slip stitches.
Did you single crochet it?
The weird thing is, on one side, it looks like different stitches there than there. But I remember doing it in rows, and I remember starting at the bottom and doing a couple of rows and going, this is never going to turn into a pocket. And then all of a sudden it did.
Increase? Did you put, there's increases there, isn't there?
There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 increases altogether. But I just don't know how the heck I crocheted the pocket onto it, because it's just...
did you ever think of reverse engineering?
I can't take it apart. I can't find where I finished it. I had thought of kind of just unpicking it and going like a good couple of rows just to... I can't find the end. I sewed it in way too good. Can't find it. It's driving me nuts.
Step away from it for a few days.
A few days. I've been away from it for over a week, and I've got to get it done. But I've got pattern testers sitting there waiting, and I'm like, I don't know how the heck I did this. I don't know how I did it. I'm so chuffed with it because it's better than a scrunchie. But yeah.
That's all part of the design process. Without failure, we cannot achieve success. It's a learning process. Life's a learning process. But I was so glad to be able to talk with all of you today. And yes, we'll do another live. I'm trying to get one of my guys to work a day for me during my 5, take one of my days. So it gives me a break in between. 70 hours straight is just too long. I can admit it. 10 years ago, I would have said, oh, you can do it. No, I can say now I can't do it anymore. It makes me too tired, too sore. And then we can do another live. Plus, I'm going to be training puppies. So guess what? The next few months, I'm not going to sleep. It's like I'm going to have them 2 a.m. feedings again. But maybe I'll luck out and Kiva will be like my Bella. Bella went to sleep at 11 o'clock from the time she was 10 weeks old and slept all night.
You're being a bit hopeful, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Yes, perfect, exactly. But I want to thank all you guys for coming today. I know little sis and Dean have a lot on their plate right now. I want to wish Dean, priest guardian, a very happy birthday tomorrow. It's his birthday. That's Darlene's husband. Well, you know what, Dean, if I get to I get monetized, I can have super chats. But in the meantime, I have Ko-Fi on the bottom there. If you want to buy me a cup of coffee, same thing. And like I said, if I get monetized, I get monetized. If I don't, I don't. I may do a wheel thing like Lisa does to help with the expenses of the channel. I do have members in the Island Yarnies, and I thank all of them very, very much because they help with with the expense channel, because all this stuff goes back into the channel. I don't keep none of it. I don't. It all goes into the channel. And I'm not going to stop doing giveaways. I just changed the way I was doing them, how often I was doing them, and the size of them. But I'm not going to, because I enjoy it. It makes me happy to do them. And there are some channels that say, oh, I don't do giveaways and all this stuff, and they're a big channel. Good for them. I don't have them to get Fiber family members or subscribers, whatever you want. I do it because I enjoy it. And
I hate it. I do it for subscribers.
I don't. And that's why I have been making it. You have to be a Fiber family member. And that's why the Podiversary is the chat. Anybody can come to the Podiversary, but the chat will only be Fiber family members that have been subscribed for a month. Okay. And I gave plenty of time for people to subscribe. If I notice you unsubscribe after the Podiversary, I'll make a note of that. And I'll remember that. Welcome in, Christine. Welcome in, dear. Yeah, I got a few more minutes. I'm only doing an hour today because we're going to pick up the new puppy and get things ready. And I go back to work Wednesday. Anytime you guys have questions too, it's Nova Scotia Day and it's New Brunswick Day here. Yes, it's a statute public holiday here. No mail, no garbage, nothing. If you have any questions or something, just always, or anything you want to know, just you can email me, DM me, messenger me, text me.
It will take you forever to get back to you, but you can do it.
Excuse me, I work. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not going to apologize for making a living.
The excuses, it's ridiculous.
I'm a widow now, and I am on my own. I'm on my own.
Excuse me.
And I have another mouth to feed now.
I don't envy you that one.
This whole house is an estrogen-dominated house. There are no males here. It's all female.
I would say about all syncing up, but I think for two of you, that might be a bit of a fetch, really.
Hey, my truck, when I drove transport, a big truck, the name of on the side of my truck, it said Estrogen Express. And somebody asked me, what did that mean? And my husband would tell them, when you open the door, be afraid, be very afraid. You don't know what you're going to get. Because Both my dogs were girls, and I'm a female. I am born a female. I identify as a female. But you know, and knowing that my 18-wheeler was called Estrogen Express might be something to make note of. Just saying.
Oh, don't you love that, Rita? Oh my gosh, I've been doing that a lot the past week.
Do I have that?
Yeah, like when you're cleaning through and you're like, oh, I didn't know I had that. Oh, that's where that is.
Surprises you find. I know. When I was cleaning, I've been finding all kinds of things I didn't know I had. I found my MP3 player I've been looking for with all my songs to take out while I'm in the pool to plug into my tower speaker out there. We was jamming yesterday. Jamming, dancing. Little Backstreet Boys. Christina Aguilera. Then it flips to Barbra Streisand. Frank Sinatra. I listen to all kinds of music. No rap. No headbanging metal, heavy metal. Yuck. Can't stand it. No. But be looking for another live sometime towards the end of the week. I can't do them when I come home from work because I've already put in 14 and a half hours. And frankly, I wouldn't have the headspace to do a live. I don't even have the headspace to record a video. Takes every bit of energy to just get out of my uniform and get into the shower. Because I hurt. My muscles hurt. My feet hurt.
You're going to be doing it on Wednesday. I can't come on Wednesday. But if you do it any other day, we'll try and get there.
No, I don't do it on. Because I asked. Let's see. Let's see if he said. If he. I haven't heard back from him yet, so I don't know. Just have to pay attention. Yes, I do. No, I haven't. You know, sometimes our brains just get overloaded. They do. Sometimes our brains get overloaded. When you get a lot going on, sometimes, just talking personal experience, sometimes you need to step back. Put everything, just stop everything, take a deep breath, and just be. Just be. And when I go out and sit on my deck, and no knitting, no crocheting, no phone, nothing with me. I just go and sit and I just be. And I let all of this clear up. You'll find them. And it'll be like Christmas morning. Isn't it like Christmas when you find things you haven't seen forever? It's like Christmas. I unpack boxes. It's like, oh, I forgot I had this. Oh, I've been wondering where I put that. But you know something? Enjoy it. Yes, absolutely. That can be life altering. But it's
I had a little thing like that last month when I was clearing stuff out and taking it all to the charity shop, and I just bought myself two USB plugs because I was desperately in need, and then I found 7. Didn't know I had them, but you clear out and ta-da!
You find things that you've been looking for.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I bought the Start Me stick and the Fix Me stick. And I had to end up buying another Fix Me stick because I can't find my other one. It's somewhere in this craft room.
What's a Fix Me stick?
It's downstairs because you use it on your computer. It cleans all the trash out of your computer. It does a pretty good job. Exactly, Rita. That's exactly what you need to do. If you go on Amazon, they have it on Amazon. It's really good though. I maintain all my computers with it, and it does a really nice job. Good morning, Demetra.
Hi, Slug.
Slug. But listen, everybody.
It's a slug.
I'm not going to say that. Everybody, thank you for coming. And watch the community tab. You never know what will pop up in the community tab, because I can do my community tab when I'm at work. When I'm watching a video or a live stream or something, it's really hard because going across the internet is just like spotty. It's hard for me to, here goes a circle, here goes a circle, here goes a circle. That's why I don't participate in anything when they're doing lives. I'll just say working and lurking.
Hi, HD.
Welcome in, HT. Welcome in, dear.
So
oh,
and
I'm so glad Perp got her package. I got an email. She got her package. So I was happy about that.
I haven't seen Perp for a little while, and I said something to her earlier. I don't know where she went.
Yep. And HD's on hers is on the way. They're all out. Now I've got another stack that I'm working on to go out, which will go out on my Monday and Tuesday day off next week, because there is no mail today.
All in preparation for the podiversary.
Yep.
Oh yeah, another half hour before bingo. Yep.
Yep. Well, I'll be thinking about you guys. I'm out in the pool. Okay, Perp. Because I'm participating in the Secret Santa and stuff too, but I also have a package going to Little Sis. Because one day at the end of this month, sometime after podiversary, I'm taking 2 days of my 5 days off and going up to Nova Scotia to see Little Sis. I have packages to take up there. In her squares. But I am prepping to have all of my Christmas advents mailed out no later, because some are going in several parcels. Because everything's mailed out by mid-September, then they're guaranteed to get there before Christmas. So again, and you know, I do have to ask Rita, last year for Get Your Yoni Wishes Granted, I granted your wish of sending you a Christmas card. Did you ever get it?
Christmas Advent, 1st of September, 24 little gifts to open. I've got to start making up the boxes pretty soon.
125, because Christmas Day has to be something handmade.
I can't tell you what's in there. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost certain there's actually 25, with the big prize being the 25th day. But I'm saying 24 for safety. When I make up the box, I should find out.
I think it'll be that'd be nice to give somebody as a gift. Get the Advent box as a gift.
Never.
Well, Rita, I sent it to you because I have it on my list. I was wondering if you ever did Get Your Yoni's Wishes Granted. You're one of the few. Excuse me. You're one of the few that got done because my husband ended up in the hospital during that time, and I never got to send the rest of them out. Okay, I'm gonna bugger off, as they say in the UK. And
she's a right commoner, isn't she?
Yeah, and I'm gonna go get my swimsuit on and take Gracie in the pool and try and tire her out, because we really need her to sleep tomorrow on that trip. Yes, I think I need to have my head examined.
I can't believe you're not leaving her there and going and getting the other one and bringing her, but the car ride back, oh gosh.
Well, for 2 reasons. One, we don't leave her in the kennel that long. 2, the people that we bought her from want to see Gracie, how big she's gotten. They can't believe how big she is, because she's bigger than both parents. I mean,
wow.
Yeah. And males are usually bigger. So anyways, everybody, remember, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Do what it is that makes you happy. Hug, smiles, and happiness. Pass it on. Make the world a better place. And that's not just something I say at the end of everything. I try to practice it. I do smile. Somebody come on the boat and told me, seeing your smiling face in the morning brightens my whole day. To hear something like that, I'm thinking, good. Then I accomplished making somebody's
And how many
day.
times do you do that to somebody who doesn't say it?
A lot. All the time. I smile all the time. Even when I'm broken on the inside, I'm still smiling on the outside. Nobody ever knows how I'm really feeling. There's very few people that see how I'm actually feeling, because I don't like negativity.
Yeah.
So I try to be happy and make people happy. and smile. And no, you're not going to see me without my teeth. Very few people see me without my teeth. Hey, the top ones are not mine, okay? The bottom ones are. Everybody, have a wonderful day. I love you all. Lisa, thank you as usual, my dear. Go get the pattern. Go get the pattern to Etsy shop. Make your own. And I'll see you guys later on. Little sis, Dean, have a wonderful day. Dean, have a wonderful birthday. Everybody else, have a great one. I'll be thinking about you while I'm at work. I love you all. Have a great day.